Class 8 Science Chapter 11 Force and Pressure, and in this video I will explain the answers of exercise questions. Okay, first come to the first question. Give two examples each of situations in which you push or pull to change the state of motion of objects. Dear student, number of examples are there. You can write any two examples of push or any two examples of pull. I have selected these examples. Two examples of push force are as follows. A heavy box at rest is pushed to move it from one room to another. A player pushes a football using his foot. Two examples of pull forces are as follows. Rope is pulled to draw water from a well. A drawer is pulled to open it. You can also write another examples. Give two examples of situation in which applied force causes a change in the shape of an object. Again, there are the number of examples. Two examples of forces that causes a change in the shape of an object are as follows. Squeezing of a plastic bottle changes the shape of the bottle. Deformation of clay by pressing it between the hands. You can also write another examples. Fill in the blanks in the following statements. To draw water from a well, we have to at the rope. We have to pull at the rope. A charged body, this is blank, an uncharged body towards it. That is, a charged body attracts an uncharged body towards it. To move a loaded trolley, we have to either push or pull it. Okay, that is loaded trolley can be moved either by pushing or pulling. That's why we will write push or pull it. The north pole of magnet, again blank, the north pole of another magnet. That is, this is north and this is also north. Same poles are there. Then what will here? That is, it repels. North pole of magnet repels the north pole of another magnet. An archer stretches her bow while taking aim at the target. She then releases the arrow, which begins to move towards the target. Based on this information, fill up the gaps in the following statements using the following terms. Muscular, contact, non-contact, gravity, friction, shape, attraction. Okay, we have to use these words in these statements. To stretch the bow, the archer applies a force that causes a change in its, your answer is shape, change in shape. Okay, the force applied by the archer to stretch the bow is an example of, this is muscular force. MUSCULAR, muscular force. The type of force responsible for a change in the state of motion of the arrow is an example of a, actually this muscular force is the example of contact force. That's why we use the word contact here. While the arrow moves towards its target, the forces acting on it are due to. Now, when this arrow moves towards the target, two forces are working. Okay, and these forces are due to, this is gravity. Okay, or gravitational force, and another one is due to friction. Okay. Now, in the following situations, identify the agent exerting the force, the object on which it acts, state the effect of the force in each case. Squeezing a piece of lemon between the fingers to extract its juice, taking out paste from a toothpaste tube, a load suspended from a spring while its other end is on a hook fixed to a wall, an athlete making a high jump to clear the bar at a certain height. Okay, in all these situations we have to find out agent exerting force, object on which it acts, and effect of the force. First take the situation 1. In this case, squeezing of a piece of lemon between the fingers to extract its juice. That's why agent exerting the force, fingers. Object on which it acts, lemon. And what will happen? Juice is extracted and shape of the lemon gets changed. In the second example, agent, that is taking out paste from a toothpaste tube. Again, agents is fingers, object is toothpaste tube, and effect is toothpaste coming out and shape of the tube gets changed. In the third case, it is a load suspended from a spring while its other end is on a hook fixed to a wall. That is, agent is load, object is spring, and effect is spring gets stretched and its shape gets changed. D. An athlete making a high jump to clear the bar at a certain height. Agent is athlete's feet, and object on which it acts, ground, and effect athlete jump over the bar and its state of motion is changed. A blacksmith hammers a hot piece of iron while making a tool. How does the force due to hammering affect the piece of iron? When a blacksmith hammers a hot piece of iron, he uses his muscular force. This muscular force changes the shape of the iron so that it can be given in a desired shape. Next question. An inflated balloon was pressed against a wall after it has been rubbed with a piece of synthetic cloth. It was found that the balloon sticks to the wall. What force might be responsible for the attraction between the balloon and the wall? The force responsible for the attraction between the balloon and the wall is electrostatic force. Okay. Now, how this electrostatic force is developed? That's why we can say, on rubbing an inflated balloon with a piece of synthetic cloth, it becomes charged. A charged body attracts an uncharged body. When this charged balloon is pressed against a wall, it sticks to the wall. Name the forces acting on plastic bucket containing water held above ground level in your hand. Discuss why the forces acting on the bucket do not bring a change in its state of motion. Okay, you are holding a plastic bucket which contains the water. Okay, and there is no change in the state of motion. Now, answer is, the forces acting on plastic buckets are gravitational force, and this gravitational force is acting downwards, and muscular force of our body. It is applied by our hand to lift the bucket in upward direction. Okay, this is gravitational force in downward and muscular force is in upward direction. Two forces are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. Therefore, the net force on the bucket is zero. Hence, there is no change in its state of motion. Okay. A rocket has been fired upwards to launch a satellite in its orbit. Name the two forces acting on the rocket immediately after leaving the launching pad. The two forces acting on the rocket are the force of gravity, which pulls the rocket down towards the ground, and the force of friction. This force of friction is due to the Earth's atmosphere. In Earth's atmosphere, air is there. That's why this force of friction is due to air, and which opposes its motion. Okay. When we press the bulb of a dropper with its nozzle kept in a water, air in the dropper is seen to escape in the form of bubbles. Once we release the pressure on the bulb, water gets filled in the dropper. The rise of water in the dropper is due to pressure of water, gravity of the earth, shape of the rubber bulb, atmospheric pressure. Your correct answer is D, that is atmospheric pressure. Now, how? When we press this bulb, whatever the air filled in that bulb is passed out. Okay, and when we dip this nozzle of dropper in the water, atmospheric pressure on the water surface is more. That's why that water will come into the dropper. Okay, and water gets filled in the dropper. That's why this is due to the atmospheric pressure. Okay, student. Thank you.